Hello medicos. Today I will discuss about the leukemia. First of all, in this video I will discuss about the acute lymphoblastic leukemia and acute myeloid leukemia. I will discuss about the what is the difference between the acute lymphoblastic leukemia and acute myeloid leukemia. What is the characteristic and causes of acute lymphoblastic leukemia and acute myeloid leukemia. Symptoms, what is the difference in the symptoms of both ALL and AML, and what is the treatment of both of the disease with the diagram. So please focus on the diagram which I will explain, and the differences, what make the differences between the ALL and AML. So let's start the video. So first of all, what is leukemia? Leukemia is a group of cancers of blood and bone marrow which is characterized by abnormal proliferation, production and multiplication of blood cell. Usually which blood cell? It is a usually WBC, means increased abnormal amount of the white blood cell causes the leukemia. It is a cancer of the blood. In this video, I will only discuss about the acute lymphoblastic leukemia and acute myeloblastic leukemia, means about acute type of the blood cancer. After that, in next video, I will discuss about the chronic type of the chronic lymphoblastic leukemia and the chronic myeloid leukemia. So, in normal cell, you all know, in the normal cell, blast cell is normally blast cell normally present 0 to 5%, not more than 0 to 5% in the bone marrow, but not in the blood. Normal cell blast cell present 0 to 5%, but in when the leukemia means cancer of the blood occur, then the increase of blast cell means blast cell increases more than 20%. So when blast cell increases more than 20%, that is, it causes the leukemia or blood cancer causes when blast cell increases 20%. This is the normal blast cell which is present in the bone marrow, but blast cell when increases more than 20% and also present in the blood, which causes the leukemia or blood cancer. Today I will discuss acute lymphoblastic leukemia and acute myeloid leukemia and what is the difference between these two. Acute lymphoblastic leukemia, it is mostly occur in the children, means 60% cases occur in the children, but sometimes also occur in the adult, when age greater than 40 years. So when age greater than 40 years also occur this type of the leukemia, acute lymphoblastic leukemia. But acute myeloid leukemia mostly occur in case of the adult, not in the children. It is occur in the adult cases. It is in acute lymphoblastic leukemia, it is a malignant disease of bone marrow precursor B cell and T cell. Both B cell and T cell precursor occur. Precursor B cell and T cell abnormality occur in this type of the leukemia. But in the acute myeloid leukemia, disease immature myeloid lineage cell are involved. Means myeloid cells are involved in this type of the leukemia. This is the main characteristic. What is the causes? Mostly causes are the same in both type of the leukemia, like radiation, some radiation, and also chemotherapy. When a patient took already any type of chemotherapy for the any other cancer, so it also causes the leukemia of the blood. Also DNA repair defect occur when Down syndrome and Klippel syndrome also causes the leukemia of the blood. And lymphoblastic or myeloid both, like in myeloid also radiation, chemotherapy, DNA repair defect, Down syndrome, Klippel syndrome, also idiopathic and bone marrow failure occur, then it causes also sometime cases Turner syndrome. I didn't write Turner syndrome patient also causes the leukemia of the blood. So this in the both cases causes are the approximately same types. There are mostly in the acute lymphoblastic leukemia, there are mostly three types: L1, L2 and L3. L1 is called lymphoblastic leukemia with homogeneous structure. Lymphoblastic leukemia with homogeneous structure. And L2 is called lymphoblastic leukemia with varied structure, in which lymphoblastic leukemia occur different type of structure occur in the lymph cell. So varied structure, but in this you will see the homogeneous structure in the all lymph node. So it is a homogeneous, it is a varied structure. And L3 you will see the Burkitt leukemia. It is also called Burkitt leukemia L3. When in the examination, when he will ask about the most common type of leukemia, so L1 is the most common type of leukemia, most common. This is the most common type of leukemia, but L3 is the rarest. It is a rarest type of the acute lymphoblastic leukemia. So most common acute lymphoblastic leukemia is the L1, and least common means rarest type of the acute lymphoblastic leukemia is the Burkitt leukemia. Types of acute myeloid leukemia. Acute myeloid leukemia is 8 types like M0, M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, M6 and M7. There are different characteristic and different type of the acute myeloid leukemia. Like M0 also called undifferentiated variety, M1 called acute myeloid leukemia without maturation. In this, no maturation of the cells occur in this, but M2 type with maturation occur. M3 is called promyelocytic type of the leukemia. M4 is called myelocytic leukemia. M5 is called monocytic leukemia. M6 is called erythroid leukemia, and M7 also called megakaryoblast type of the leukemia. But when in the examination, when he will ask about the most common type of the acute myeloid leukemia, then M2 is the most common type of the acute myeloid leukemia. This is the most common type of the acute myeloid leukemia. And when in this acute myeloid leukemia, you will see the Auer's rod present. So mostly this is present in the M3 type of leukemia. Auer rod present in the M3 type of the leukemia. And gingivalis, I will discuss about the symptoms. So gingivalis type of the symptom mostly appear in the M type of the acute myeloid leukemia. So gingival hyperplasia occur in the M5 type of the leukemia, and Down syndrome or Turner-Klippenter syndrome appear in the this M7 type of the leukemia. So this is the types of the acute myeloid leukemia. Acute myeloid leukemia is 8 types, M0, M1, M2. When he will ask in the examination how many types, so 8 type of the acute myeloid leukemia, but acute lymphoblastic leukemia only 3 type, L1, L2, L3. But most common is the L1 is the most common, and L3 is the rarest type of the leukemia in the acute lymphoblastic leukemia. So this is the differences, and now I will discuss about the symptoms. Symptoms of the acute lymphoblastic leukemia like anemia, thrombocytopenia, hepatosplenomegaly, neutropenia and lymphoadenopathy. Also in the case of the acute myeloid leukemia, anemia, thrombocytopenia, neutropenia, hepatosplenomegaly and lymphoadenopathy. In these cases you will see both symptoms are same in both of the cases, but external tenderness, CNS leukemia and testis lump, this is the characteristic of the acute lymphoblastic leukemia. So these three are the important in case of the acute lymphoblastic leukemia patient. You will found this type of the symptom. But acute myeloid leukemia patient, you will found the chromas या myeloid sarcoma type or gingival hyperplasia and DIC syndrome. This is the character present in the acute myeloid leukemia. So please learn these three character. It is not common. It is a characteristic of the acute lymphoblastic leukemia, and these three character also it is present in the acute myeloid leukemia. So please learn these three character and also these three character, because upper side of the character this is symptom. These symptoms appear in both cases, acute lymphoblastic leukemia and acute myeloid leukemia. But external tenderness, CNS leukemia and testis lump or testicular lump are present only in the acute lymphoblastic leukemia, and chromas body or myeloid sarcoma, gingivalis hyperplasia and DIC syndrome appear in the acute myeloid leukemia. So it is a symptoms of the difference between the symptoms of the acute lymphoblastic leukemia and acute myeloid leukemia. Histopathology. In what you will see in the case of the histopathology, when you will see the slide of the patient of the acute lymphoblastic leukemia and acute myeloid leukemia. In these cases, when you will see the cases of the acute lymphoblastic leukemia, this is the lymph cells, you will see lymph and the nucleus. Here you will see the nucleus of this lymphoblastic leukemia, and patient you will not see the nucleolus present, or nucleus present very less amount, and this is the cytoplasm. This is the cytoplasm of acute lymphoblastic leukemia patient. This is, I will make same size, no size difference, there is no more size difference occur in the slide, but you will see this is also the nucleus present, but in the nucleus you will see the granules. In the cytoplasm you will see the granules appear in the acute myeloid leukemia, means granules are present in the cytoplasm of the acute myeloid leukemia patient. It is the cytoplasm, and also in the cytoplasm you will see the granules, but granules are absent. Here granules absent in the patient of the acute lymphoblastic leukemia. And also you will see the here the nucleolus. Also you will see the nucleolus are present in this. Here you will also show the nucleolus are present inside the nucleus. Nucleolus are also present. Here nucleolus are present or visible. In these cases you will not indistinct type of the nucleolus. So indistinct nucleolus present in case of the acute lymphoblastic leukemia. This is the histopathology difference between the acute lymphoblastic leukemia and acute myeloid type of the leukemia patient. What is the investigation? How I will find this? By the CBC, by the chest X-ray, bone marrow aspiration and cytometry test. By the CBC you will found the, in the case of the patient, when you will find the CBC, then you will see the hemoglobin level decreases in the patient. Also leukocyte increases. I already said the WBC increases in all cases of the leukemia. WBC increases. So leukocyte you will see the increases. Leukocyte amount increases. Also patient hemoglobin less also so causes the anemia of the patient, because also WBC decreases, hemoglobin decreases. Thrombocytopenia means also platelet count decreases in the patient. Thrombocytopenia and neutropenia. Neutropenia occur in the, you will see in the CBC of the patient. Also same condition occur in the patient of the acute myeloid leukemia. In this also you will see the hemoglobin decreases, leukocyte increases, anemia and thrombocytopenia and neutropenia present in also acute myeloid leukemia patient. In the chest X-ray, when you will see the chest X-ray of the this patient, then you will see the mediastinal mass increases. Mediastinal mass increases in the patient. In the patient of acute myeloid leukemia, you will see the pneumonia-like condition occur. Pneumonia-like condition occur in the patient. Also EGG type appearance occur in the patient of the chest X-ray of the patient of the acute myeloid type of the leukemia. Bone marrow aspiration, it is the investigation of choice. When in the examination he will ask about the investigation of the choice for the acute myeloid leukemia and acute lymphoblastic leukemia, in both cases bone marrow aspiration, because we will take the content of the bone marrow and for the diagnostic. And cytogenetic method, you will saw the Philadelphia chromosome present in these cases. Philadelphia chromosome present in the cytogenetic method of the, in the acute myeloid leukemia patient, when you will see the peripheral blood shimmer, then you will find the in peripheral blood shimmer, I already said the our rod present in the patient. So it is very important. Our rods are present in acute myeloid leukemia, not present in acute lymphoblastic leukemia. So it is the characteristic. You also found in this CBC test, you will also find the our rods test present in the peripheral blood shimmer. So this is the characteristic of the acute myeloid leukemia, which are not present in the acute lymphoblastic lymphoblastic type of the leukemia. It is the difference in the investigation. What is the treatment? Treatment, the patient of the leukemia, we will give the treatment in the phases. Like first of all, I will give the induction phases, consider consolidation phases. Also, its part is the intensification phase. It is also part of the consolidation phase, and also last phase is the maintenance phase of the patient. Also, in case of acute myeloid leukemia, we will give the induction phases, consolidation phases, and maintenance phases occur in the patient of treatment. First of all, induction phases. In the case of induction phases, high dose chemotherapy, we will give chemotherapy. High dose chemotherapy give, also high dose chemotherapy. So we will give the also drug like L-asparginase, L-asparginase, prednisolone, also leucovorin. This type of the drugs we will give the in the patient of the, first of all, in the induction phase we will give the high doses of chemotherapy. In consolidation phase we will also give the, first of all we will give the not high doses. In these cases you will give the small doses, small dose chemotherapy. But after in the intensification phases, high dose of chemotherapy, same chemotherapy or sometimes different type of the drug we will give. So choose the drug. After that, in intensification phase we will increase the amount, so high amount of the doses we will give the patient. And in the last of the maintenance phase, a small dose for a long time we will give, small dose of drug for long time. So this is the phases of the drug we will give. Maintenance phase, small dose of the drug for a long time. Same type follow in this type. First of all, high doses of chemotherapy. In the consolidation phase, decreases the amount, so small doses. But intensification phase, increases the amount of the doses of the chemotherapy. And maintenance phase, we will decrease the doses, small amount of dose for, but it occur for a long time. Also this some also drug also used in these cases like leucovorin, also methotrexate, this type, and also 6 mercaptopril. So these type of the drugs are used in case of the treatment. Also in these cases, same types of drug, but amount of the doses decreases or increases sometimes. So it is depend on the patient, how its response, and what's the effect of the drug occur in the patient. So we will change the drugs amount, different type of the patient. So this is about the acute lymphoblastic leukemia and the acute myeloid leukemia difference. If you have any problem, then you will be asked in the comment section. I will explain you very easily. Thank you so much.